Hello, this is Sztygrys, and I will review the game from IGLO, from the age group. The black player was Dariatka and the white was Muff0. It was a very interesting game, and I have to say it was hard for me to understand what was going on sometimes. The beginning was the peaceful one for now. So nothing that interesting there. White played the move 016. It is a normal move in the situation, popularized by AI programs, but black did not answer, and it is fine to not answer. This move does not require immediate answer, so it is fine to ignore, especially when we have a big move like d5 move. This is the big move for sure. White chose the peaceful Joseki. For now it is all nice and peaceful, and then we come back. This is the way to play, but it is also possible to continue like this. This is also possible to be played. White play like this, and if black will go here, then we can reverse to the usual Joseki. But black played here, and here it will also be kind of a Joseki, a bit different one. Here, and white needs to add a move to the side to make some base. This is a bit different. Some would say that it is worse than the Joseki that we know. I will remind you what the Joseki look like. This is a Joseki. And some would say that it is easier for black because black has a possibility to go into the side. But on the other hand, we don't have this stone on the right side, so maybe it is a bit less points there. Hard to say. It is just a different Joseki. The 018 move will be quite big in the future. For example, if we get this stone, there are some moves in the corner that we can play that are a bit annoying. So, or at least we can play here and here, which is also very big. So, probably a big move. This 018. Anyway, white just ignored, and it is a bit risky because this group needs some support, needs some base. It is quite heavy. These stones are not that easy to sacrifice somehow. We need to protect them. Also, white chose the larger knight enclosure, and black just immediately goes into the corner, which is not a bad idea, although I would just play something like this to attack the group first, because this is urgent. Usually going into the corner with this enclosure is very good, because black plays this exact sequence, and in this sequence we make a living shape. Connection here should be a bit better for points. And white will add a move, probably will add a move to capture the stone. The stone is captured, there is no need for a ladder if somebody is wondering. This is not working at all for black. This is not working. Anyway, we just continue the game, and still on the upper side it is the best to just play a move like this. And the influence that white will get, we will reduce it by attacking the stones. This is the move, but black played the 018 move, and I think this is the submissive move, because white can just jump, and white is safe, and maybe he will be able to create something on the upper side. In the game, white played Hana, which is a bit crazy, because there is just a cut, and this cut works. I believe there is no ladder, so black can cut immediately. Also, we don't need to play the cut, we can also play like this, with the idea that if black just connects, then we attack the whole group. This is also possible, and probably better. If white play here, then we can extend, and black will have to come back somehow, sooner or later. So white will be in a big trouble, and white will lose all of the potential on the upper side. This was the way to play. In the game, black was a bit too afraid. We just let white connect. White did not connect because white realized we need to protect the weakness, the cat, but this should be the best to move, something like that. The cat is still there, but at least we are connected. Anyway, white play here, and black did not try to separate, which is strange. This move is good. We are going into the possible territory of white, but more importantly, we cut off the white group, and it is not really safe yet. For example, if white ignore, it is easy to play moves like this and create a bad shape for white, and we have, as black, we have nice connected shape, and white has some problems. So I think black underestimated the possibilities for her there. Anyway, the game continues, and white is trying to do something on the right side, but black manages to get a nice sequence where we get the territory, and white is still not alive. White is also not dead, but white needs to be careful. And this is a very nice shape move. Probably white will have to give up the stones, because if we connect and black will come back, it is not alive, and probably we will get surrounded. So I just play here. Black answers once, and soon black will cut like this. In the end, black is alive, and black got a bit more points here, so it is all great. Also, we can still escape with the stone, so the overall result should be good. Yes, white played the big move, but there is this possibility to escape, so probably we should have played here. And black will get the big move, for example here. White play here, black escaped, and this fight is hard for white. It is very hard for white. You can see that white has a lot of problems. In the meantime, black got a lot of stones here. It will be possible to just play something like that and harass the group on the side. So it is already a big success for black, but still we can fight with the group. And I can see this shape again in the games of dariatka, where we play this two stones, and they are in this shape, like Hana at the head of the two stones. Usually it is not a good shape, and it is almost always better to play the Hana. This Hana is good because if white pulls back, then the shape of white is so bad. This is really bad. White can also cut, but then we can create the same shape on the other side, so it is even worse. And the last possibility is to play something like that, and we can take, which gives us Ponnuki, or we can extend here to make the cut. It should be good. Oh, the last possibility would be this, but again, we can take the Ponnuki. It would be much better than the game. In the game, black play like this to cut, I suppose. Yes, was the idea. But with this cut, there are some weaknesses. In the end, white is trying very hard to play some good moves, but black should be fine. The only thing we need to take care of is this group. If this group is alive, then white is dead and the game is over. And I think we should have taken care of this group. Yes, and how to take care of this group? It is not so hard, because white does not have that many liberties, so we just need to run and get like 7, 8 liberties, maybe something like that. We should have counted this, but Not that many liberties we need. Not that many liberties. And the most usual way to cut would be to do escape would be like this. In the game, black exchanged some moves first, but this should be the move. And I don't see how white can capture the stones. The game should be over now, more or less. In the game, black plays here though, and it just makes a ko which is so big, which is enormous. And I don't think black has the threats for it, because in the game it was like this: black played this threat and white ignored. And it is true that black got some additional points, but in the center white got really a lot of strength. Not only the stones, because these are only 5 stones that we took, and black took a lot more. But we got so much strength that it will be very hard to play on the left side, for example. White can attack our stone very severely. It is very hard to get there. So I think the proper way to play would be to ignore this threat. And now the situation in the center is changed. This is white who has a lot of problems and don't know how to play. Now, even if white plays here, I guess we can ignore it. Or can we? No, we cannot do like this, and we can continue on the upper side, for example. Black should be fine, I guess, in this variation. In the game it was much different, and now the game is quite close. It is quite close. Yes, white even gets to play on the upper side, which is super important. And unfortunately for black, white manages to connect all the stones and get some territory. So black needs some more territory to win. For example, we also need to take care of our group here. Usually it is not in a big danger, but white is so strong around, it should be very careful. In the game, black was a bit careful, but got separated, and now these stones can be under attack. At least black got some points in the corner. And now the cut that I was talking about. White managed to cut the black stones and capture the group. And the game is hard to manage. There is some fight, but in the end white captured the black on the left side, and it is enough to win. Because we also captured on the lower side. The game continued, but it was already enough for white. A very exciting game that ended, was decided by this really strange call that was not really necessary. Let's do a quick recap. Beginning was fine. Here white needed the move at k16, because if we don't have the move, the stones here are very weak, and they are also heavy. They are connected very heavily. It is hard to make a nice light shape from them, so it is important to add a move to them. This invasion in the corner is very good with the big knight enclosure, but we should have played this one. It is a small difference, but a bit better. Here, important to just attack the stones. They don't have the base, so we should start a fight. Even if white have this influence, it will be not useful if we just make the fight, because